Hello students, I hope all of you are doing well in this sudden outbreak of COVID-19 is still keeping us inside our home. So the lockdown 3.0 has already initiated from yesterday and we still don't know how far are we from the restoration of normal life proceedings, and the lockdown is going to stay at least for another 2 weeks. So we need to keep our journey throughout the lockdown period and during our online teaching learning session also, because teaching learning should never stop under whatever circumstance it is. It needs to be going on, and I hope all of you are doing well. You are keeping your health properly. You are staying at your home. Now I hope that everyone is not bored or frustrated by this online teaching and learning session, because I know it is a little bit hard to adapt, but still we're trying to provide our best from our side. We need you to cooperate with us so that we can smoothly cover the syllabus as soon as possible, at least through the online mode. Obviously, whenever we are going to meet in the college, we are going to discuss all of this part over again. So before proceeding to the lecture, I just wanted to clarify these things, and I hope all of you are uploading the marks. The daily report in the university portal also. So without further ado, let's get into the topic of the computer graphics that we are going to discuss today. That is about the transformation of window to viewport. So we have already discussed about window to viewport and window viewport, world coordinates, device coordinates, all of this in our previous lecture. Today we are going to carry on the same thing, and we are going to deep a little further into this topic, and we are going to see that how these things work and how the calculation or equations are built up, how the real life application is going to work. So we are going to cover it in our today's lecture. So let's start. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about window to viewport transformation. We have already seen how this thing is working in our previous lecture, that what is window, what is viewport, what is a viewport pipeline. So we have already discussed this in our previous lecture, and if you didn't understand anything, you can contact me accordingly. Uh, Now we are going to see that how this transformation is going to work whenever we are applying it on a real life problem, or let's say whenever we are trying to actually capture anything using our device and we are transforming it from world coordinate to viewport coordinate. So in that case we are going to say that it is going to be a transformation from window to viewport. Now let's first discuss about the definition that we have already went through in our previous lecture. That window to viewport transformation is the process of transforming a 2D world coordinate object to device coordinate. So as I said, from window coordinate to viewport coordinate we are transforming it. So it is going to be a transformation between world coordinate and device coordinate, and the accordingly this thing will get changed. That means the coordinate of the particular shape or particular object is going to be changed accordingly. So that is how it is going to work whenever we are talking about window to viewport transformation. And objects inside the world or clipping window are mapped to the viewport, which is the area on the screen where world coordinates are mapped to be displayed. As I said, that viewport means wherever the device is kept, and or the device coordinates are known as the viewport coordinates, and window is the world coordinate. So objects inside the world or clipping window are mapped to the viewport. That means whenever we are talking about scene getting captured using device, so let's say that this was the scene actually. Okay, so let's say this was the actual scene, and This is the actual the according to the world coordinate, and whenever you are trying to capture it using the device, it is going to be the viewport coordinate. So there is going to be difference, but this thing is going to be mapped from world coordinate to device coordinate. So that means from window to viewport. So that is the window to viewport transformation. So translation, scaling, rotation, all will come into play slowly. So these are the diagrams that we have already gone through in our previous lecture. So here you can see that in the world coordinate, the total scene is available. This is the actual window, and whenever we are clipping it, it is becoming actual the viewport. Okay, so the total world coordinate is having the total scene, this total scene of two hills, and whenever it is getting transformed into the device or captured into the device, this part is getting clipped automatically. This part is getting clipped. Okay, so that means clipping will come into play whenever we are talking about the viewport, window to viewport transformation. Before that, the transformation operations that are going to be involved, that we need to discuss. Then we'll move towards the clipping portion. Okay, so as we have discussed in the previous lecture, that the coordinates are xw min, yw min, and then xw max and yw max. Okay, that is the coordinates for window or world coordinate. And whenever we are talking about the device coordinate, it becomes xv min, xv max, and yv min and yv max. So that is how it is going to work for the viewport. So now we have discussed the theoretical part of the window to viewport transformation. We need to discuss about the mathematical equation or mathematical calculation, how we can do it from while doing the transformation from window to viewport. So whenever you are talking about the window to viewport transformation, you need to think that whenever we are capturing, let's say whenever we are capturing the hill, the actual view of the hill may look bigger in our eyes, but whenever it is getting captured in the mobile, without any zooming, obviously, in under default circumstances, it is always going to look a bit smaller than what you have seen or what it is actually in the world coordinates. So apart from the clipping, the size is going to be smaller, or whenever you are zooming, and it might get greater. Okay, so whenever object is getting smaller or greater than its original size during the transformation, what do we call it? We call it the scaling. So scaling is going to play a vital role whenever we are doing the window to viewport transformation. In these cases, we have to increase or decrease the size of the window according to the viewport. So that means whenever we are talking about the window, that means first of all, you need to understand it is placed inside the world coordinate. Then we are talking about the window. Then we are going to the viewport. So this window is actually making a bridge between the world and the device. Okay. So the normalized point on window can be used using this particular equation, or let's just say that let's assume that an object is placed at the xw comma yw position in the actual real world. So let me just write it over here. Okay, let me just write it that xw and yw is the actual coordinate of that particular object or particular point. So in that case, the normalized point on the window will be this this xw minus xw min, and divided by xw max minus xw min. So this is actually following the rule of how we calculate the y equals to mx plus c, right? That is how it is happening. So m is always the same whenever we are talking about this thing. So how we are getting this? Because we have already seen y2 minus y1 divided by uh, what shall I say, y3 minus y4 is equals to, that is the wrong thing, that is absolutely wrong. Let me just rewrite this correctly. So how we are getting this, we need to understand this. You should be getting a hold of how we are getting this thing, because we already know that y equals to mx plus c. So the gradient of this thing is going to be y by x. So it can be y2 by minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 is equals to y1 minus y naught x1 minus x naught is always going to be m, because this one is going to remain fixed, and so these values will get changed. So if you put this over here and put this over here, you are ultimately going to get y2 minus y1 divided by y1 minus y naught, and similarly is equals to x2 minus x1 divided by x1 minus x naught, right? So this is how it is going to work. So if you replace this 210 with w mean, w max, you are going to get these values. Okay, so that is how you are obtaining these points. And similarly for viewport, it is going to be xv minus xv min divided by xv max minus xv min. That is how it is going to work basically. So let's dig into this deeper, because we need to transform one coordinate to another coordinate. So if we want to do it, we have to check out the equation for x coordinate and y coordinate accordingly. Now, if we are doing the transformation, you have to keep in mind that the value of m is going to remain the same. Okay, value cannot be changed. So using that basic concept, we can say that this thing is equal to this thing. The window x points are equals to the, sorry, the equation for window is equals to the equation for the viewport, because the aim is same ultimately. The aim is fixed. For y coordinate also the same thing will apply, because again aim is same. So now if I further want to simplify this, I just want to calculate the value of xv, yv. Okay, because this is the, because we already have this is the world coordinate, we already have these values, all of this, because these are the viewport coordinates, these are the window coordinates, and these are the actual coordinate of the particular object. Now we need to figure out that what will happen whenever it is getting transformed into the viewport. So that means we need to calculate the value of xv and yv. So now we are simplifying it, we are keeping it over this side, and then we are making this shift over here. So after doing that shift, we are getting this value. So the value of Sx is actually this. So if you simplify, or if you calculate or multiply this thing over here, you will see that this is actually the transformation from here to here. Just it is simple math. Okay. And similarly it is going to be applied for y. We need to calculate the value of yv also, and this is going to be the value of sy. So this is actually what I said previously, that actually whenever we are talking about window to viewport transformation, scaling is the first thing that is going to happen. So we are denoting that particular decision parameter using the sx and sy. That means this multiplication thing is getting denoted by sx and sy. So that was the total equation. Now we can look at an example. Let's say that window size is given from 20 to 40, from 20 to 40 to 80, 80. So these values are actually your xw mean, yw mean, and this is your xw max, and this is also your yw max. Viewport size is given from 30 to 40, 60 to 60. Calculate the point. So this is actually your xv mean, this is xv max, this is yv mean, this is yv max. Okay, and this is your xw and yw placed in the Windows position in viewport. Calculate the point. 30, 80, which is placed inside the Windows position, and what will be the point whenever it is getting transformed into the viewport. Let's see how we are going to solve it. Just simple maths. We have already seen what are the equations. So now just we have to apply these values into the equation. So as I said that these values are actually the values that we have already seen in the equation, right? So this is actually, this 20 is actually the xw mean, this 80 is actually xw max, and similarly these are 40, 80. For viewport it is 30, 60 and 40, 60, as I have already told you that 30, 60 and 40, 60. Now the point is placed at 30, 80, so xw yw is equals to 30, 80. Now we need to calculate the value of xv, yv using these equations. Okay, so you just put the values in this one and you are going to find out what is the value of the particular point into the viewport. So let's proceed further and let's see what is going to happen. So whenever we are calculating, first we need to calculate or figure out the value of Sx and Sy, because these are the main two decision parameters that is going to help to reach you into the xv and yv part. This is the main thing. So first of all, try to figure out the value of Sx. So it is going to be half. The value of Sy is going to be half also. I am putting just the values given over here. Just that's it. Now calculate the point xv and yv. So xv is equals to xv mean. So xv mean is what? 30 plus xw minus xw mean. So xw is what? Xw is also 30 and xw mean is 20. Okay, into half. So we are getting 35. Similarly for yv, you need to calculate yv mean. That means this thing 40 plus yw is what? 80 minus yw mean. So yw mean is what? 40 again. Okay, so into half again. This is actually half and this is actually half. Okay, so if you calculate that, you are going to get these 2 points, 35, 60. So this is the value of that particular point in the viewport, not in the window. Okay, so that is how it is going to work. So I hope you managed to understand whatever we tried to discuss today, the transformation from window to viewport. So whenever I am talking about window to viewport transformation, I am actually talking about the transformation from world coordinate to device coordinate, and we need to just transform the coordinates, put the value of the original point, and you will see that how the effect of transformation of coordinate gets automatically affects the actual point in the world coordinate and it gets transformed into viewport coordinate. So in the previous example we saw that the value was 30, 80 in the world coordinate, but in viewport coordinate it became 35, 50. So that is how it worked. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you will understood all of it. Stay safe, stay at home. Thank you. Catch you in the next one.